Good day everyone, I am Lao-as Tik-ing and I am the second reporter about contextualization of the curriculum. My topic is all about issues in contextualization of the curriculum. First is lack of resources and teacher training. Refers to a major challenge in education where teachers struggle to implement contextualization due to limited access to materials and proper training. Contextualization involves adapting lessons to make them more relevant to students' real-life experience, culture, and local environment. Without adequate resources such as textbook, technology, teaching aids, or real-world examples, teachers may find it difficult to design effective, engaging lessons. Additionally, without proper training, educators might lack the skill to modify curricula to fit their diverse students. For example, a teacher in a rural area wants to teach science using local examples but lacks of laboratory equipment or visual aids. Without proper training, they may not know how to use locally available materials to demonstrate scientific concepts. As a result, students may struggle to understand abstract ideas due to a lack of concrete or relatable examples. And the second is resistance to change. Refers to the reluctance of some educators and institutions to adopt new curriculum approaches due to their preference to traditional teaching methods. This resistance often stems from factors such as fear of the unknown, lack of training, comfort with old methods, or skepticism about the effectiveness of new approaches. Teachers who have been using lecture-based, rote memorization, or teacher-centered methods for many years may struggle to shift to student-centered, technology-integrated, or competency-based learning. Institutions may also resist change due to bureaucracy, lack of funding, or rigid policies that make adaptation difficult. Example, a school introduces project-based learning or PBL to encourage critical thinking and problem solving. However, some teachers resist this shift because they are used to traditional lectures and standardized tests. They may worry that students won't learn efficiently or that the new method will require extra preparation, training, and assessment adjustments. This example need to proper training, administrative support, and gradual implementation to help educators embrace change. And the third is balancing localization with national standards. Refers to the challenge of integrating contextualization learning, where lessons are adapted to local culture, language, and real-life situation, while ensuring that students still meet national and international academic benchmarks. Localization makes learning more relevant and engaging for students by using local examples, traditions, and languages. It must be carefully balanced with national education policies and global standards to ensure that students receive a high-quality education that prepare them for further studies and global opportunities. For example, in a rural school, a science teacher integrates local farming practices to explain sustainable agriculture and environmental conservation. While this helps students relate to the topic, the teacher also ensures that the lessons align with national curriculum guidelines or environmental science and meets international scientific standards. This balance ensures that students gain both localized knowledge and globally competitive skills, making them well prepared for higher education and the workforce. The fourth is assessment and evaluation challenges. Refers to the difficulty of measuring students' learning effectively when using contextualized education. Since contextualized learning adapts to local culture, language, and real-life situations, traditional tests may not always accurately assess students' progress. Flexible assessment methods are needed to evaluate skills, knowledge, and understanding in ways that reflect real-world applications rather than just memorization. Teachers must create diverse, adaptable assessment strategies that align with both local context and national standards. For example, instead of using a standardized written test to assess English comprehension in a rural community, a teacher could use oral storytelling, role-playing, or community-based project. This allows students to demonstrate learning in a way that is relevant to their cultural background and daily experiences while still meeting academic objectives. And the last is equity issues in implementations. Refers to the unequal access to resources among different regions when trying to implement contextualized education. Some schools or areas, particularly urban or well-funded institutions, have better access to teaching materials, technology, and trained educators, while rural or underprivileged regions struggle due to lack of funding, infrastructure, or trained personnel. This creates an imbalance in the quality of education students receive. For example, a school in a developed city might have access to a smart classroom, internet, and local expert collaborations to make lessons more contextualized and engaging. In contrast, a school in a remote rural village may lack of electricity, internet, and updated textbooks, making it difficult to provide students with relevant and effective localized learning experiences. And that's the end of my report. Thank you for listening.